dropping off, and we will be back in a week and see how much he's changed. Good morning, everybody. As you can see, I am not in my Jeep. Been a long time coming for these 2 phases to put all the stuff on that I've been collecting over the months. And they were so funny when I dropped it off. They were like, are you ready? Because your Jeep is not going to look the same when you get it back. I'm really excited. It's one step closer to the ultimate goal, which is to take it abroad and spend some time overlanding in the UK and Europe. It's one step closer to that goal. So I'm really excited to show you guys what it looks like when I get it back. I'm in this little small car. It feels really weird being so low to the ground after, you know, driving in my Jeep. My Jeep already has a lift on it, but I'm going to be getting a bigger lift and bigger tires, so it's going to be even higher off the ground. And I should have this for about a week. If you subscribe to my Patreon or YouTube channel memberships, you will already know my plans for this next year, of which Beetle is a very large part. So there's just so many exciting things that are coming up. It is Friday now, and last I spoke with them, they were just about done. They did send me pictures just about every day the Jeep was there of the progress. And I have to say, guys, it looks amazing. It looks totally different. Doesn't look like the same Jeep at all. It looks amazing. So I think we're waiting on brackets for the light bar. I am on track to pick up the Jeep tomorrow. I'm guessing if the brackets that they're waiting on don't come in today, I may have to bring the Jeep back at a later time, but I plan on bringing it back later anyway. For them to do some more work in the future. So yeah, phases 2 and 3 are just about complete. I dreamed of doing this with my previous Jeep, and responsibility kind of prevailed. You know, my kids were younger. I had a lot of stuff going on in my life, and it didn't happen at that time, and I had to be more practical. I'm gonna head off now. That's it for my update for today. I gotta head to work. Today is a long one. Gotta make the monies to pay for that Jeep. There's the tent up there. We've got dual ladders. There's also a ladder in the tent. When we got home, we did a quick check of the lugs to make sure that everything was tight. When things are brand new, they can shake loose a little bit. So we checked it right when we got home and things were fine. Morning, guys. Just another update for you. Look where I am. I did get Beetle back yesterday. They were unable to do a couple parts of the build. Originally, I had purchased a new tire carrier because I did not know if my current tire carrier was going to be sufficient for the upgrade in tire size. Had a little bit of rust on it. I didn't know in what condition it was, so I thought I'll just go ahead and get a new one. So we ordered a new one, and when they went to put it on, they discovered that my tire carrier is actually attached to my bumper. And I had no idea. I didn't even think about that. I didn't realize it wasn't detachable. So I was able to use the same tire carrier for the new tires. So tire carrier went back, and instead of, you know, just accepting some cash back, I said, well, what else can we do right now? The next step in the build that I had planned for was an awning. So they did actually have a Rhino Batwing awning in stock at the shop, and I went ahead and purchased that. They were unable to install it because you do need a special kit with special brackets from Gobi in order to install that on the Gobi rack. So they had to order that, and the same brackets are also needed to be, not the same brackets, but the same company had to be contacted for the brackets for the light bar to attach to the front of the rack. So I don't have my big light bar and I don't have my awning attached yet, but those are going to be coming soon. I have a feeling that this thing is about to spit out my phone. So I got a new phone case and my phone doesn't sit in the holder as well anymore. So I think I need to just get a magnetic holder. I feel like it's about ready to pop out. As we're waiting for those things, I had to bring the rental car back. I went ahead and picked up the Jeep, and let me tell you guys how absolutely thrilled I was when I caught sight of the Jeep from the road. I wish I'd been recording. I was driving, and Orlando is very busy, so I didn't want to mess with trying to film and also trying to get through traffic in busy Orlando. So I didn't film me seeing the Jeep for the first time, but let me tell you what, they situated it in such a way that it was featured outside the shop right on the road. It looked so nice. I felt like a big girl now. Cannot wait to show you guys what I did. So let's go. So it's a little windy today. I don't know how good my camera work is going to be, but here we go, guys. This is the final product of phases 1, 2, and 3 of my approximately, I think, 5-phase Jeep build before our trip in the summer of 2024. On this part of the build, we did a lot of stuff. When it comes to everything that goes underneath the Jeep, all the suspension, all those things, I am not super knowledgeable about all of that, so I'm not going to be able to rattle that off like the other stuff. But the visible stuff that you can see are obviously the tires. We put new tires on the Jeep. These are 37s. They are Nitto Ridge Grapplers, I believe. I had the Trail Grapplers before. I'm not quite sure. I know it was one of the Nitto Grappler series that is no longer able to be purchased. So I think it was something else other than the Ridge Grapplers. I think you can still buy those. I've got new wheels. I've got the Rhino wheels, the Arsenal is what they're called. They are super cool looking. I love the look of these wheels. I also got a new rack. Got a Gobi rack. Got a FSR V2, the V2 tent. So let's take a look at it from the outside and see what it looks like. So here's a close-up of my new tires and wheels. Check these bad boys out. I couldn't be happier with the way they turned out. I actually almost went with a different wheel, and I'm super glad that I didn't. Now that I've got the Gobi rack on here, I need to change out these rear light covers because these are a few years old. As you can see, they're rusted. They were super cheap on Amazon. I think you can get them for like $25. They're from Hook Road, but I do need some new ones because now that we've got the nice pretty rack on here, it really kind of stands out and it bugs me. This is the Gobi Stealth rack. Here is the other side ladder, so you can go up from either side. The tent actually opens up, I believe, on the passenger side. I've not opened it up yet. It looks like it's going to rain today, as you can see. So we were hoping for a better day to open it up and actually be able to use it. It's actually going to be pretty hot, I think, today. So no camping today. I'm eyeballing next weekend for the maiden voyage of this thing. Suspension, all the stuff underneath. I have a 4-inch TerraFlex lift. You can see in there. I haven't done anything really with the inside of the Jeep. All I did was get some rough country seat covers. They are neoprene, which helps with any spills, anything. They're really nice. I think I had the same on my previous Jeep. Can't beat it for the price and for the protection that you get. Plus they look really nice. I mean, you can't beat just plain black. I got a steering wheel cover. I just went to one of my local auto parts stores and got it. Rugged Ridge console cover, which looks like tire tread, which I thought was really cool. I do plan on upgrading some of the stuff in here. I need to get a backup camera and some trail cameras, so eyes on all sides of the vehicle. Of course, I'm gonna eventually at some point be doing solar and have to upgrade the electrical, additional gas tank, you know, all the things. I mean, you could go on forever, but I'm just starting out in overlanding, so I'm trying to go, you know, a little bit at a time. Jeeps are synonymous with freedom and adventure, and I can think of no better way to experience the great American road trip than in a Jeep Wrangler. Stay tuned for all of our adventures on our Great American Road Trip, and I'll see you in the next one.